Welcome to the first Q&A of all your Instagram questions. I just edited and I forgot to make an outro, so I make an intro as well now. And if you stick to the end, then you see the outro where I put off this black spot mask and I peel it off, but at the end, so enjoy! And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can go down in the description and skip to any question that is of interest to you. If one question is like, I don't want to hear the answer, then just skip to the next question. Let's go! Let's go! You gave me a lot of questions under my last post and I will now answer them starting from the top. Oh, that's a lot of questions. I didn't really read the question because I love to answer them spontaneously. That is how I feel the most natural and real, and this is just my answer that I have right now for you in the moment. Let's go! First question. Have you always been positive and friendly like that? No, I haven't. Actually, I was very miserable in the past. Earlier in life, when I didn't have control over my thoughts and couldn't really sort my emotions, I really acted on my emotions, and often it led down to these negative things like hate, jealousy, envy, all the things real Jedis want to avoid. And it's law of attraction. If you're thinking negative, you attract it and comes more and more into your life, and that doesn't make you happy and actually can lead to depression, all kinds of things I want to avoid. But I learned to be in control over my emotions and my thoughts, and of course I have ups and downs in life, but the downs I really try to defeat them with positivity. Guys, this is a hard question for the first question, but in short, especially on these moments when you're feeling down, try to remind yourself things that you're grateful for and try to stay positive, because what depression is, we all have the state of compression. When we can't find an answer and solution in our outside environment, we go inside and think. And if we go in the state of compression, which is natural and associated with something negative, then the switch of compression switches to depression. So if you have this natural state of compression, when you think about it and you can't find the answer, stay positive, because then you have a solution and you will find it, and you don't get into this depression route, which will lead down a bad path no one deserves. So stay positive. Oh, I can't find the answer. Think about, oh, maybe this, yeah, this sounds great, but not like, oh no, I'm not worthy, this stuff wouldn't work, no, oh, it's all pointless, this is a bad way, and it just goes on and on and on. But if you keep positive thinking and, oh yeah, but this, and no, I know I can't do it, but how can I do it? How can I make it possible? How? What's the solution? What can I do? Possibilities, endless possibilities. In the quantum field of possibilities, everything is possible. Trust me, we human beings limit ourselves so much, so don't be a slave to limitations. Think positive and don't give up. Always have this mentality of not, oh, I can't do this, how can I? How can I? I have such big goals, you would laugh, but I don't say, oh, I can't do this, or this is impossible. I always think, how can I? And I can. Anyway, that was the first question. How do you get glowing and clear skin? What you do for perfect skin? Well, I don't have perfect skin, unfortunately, but it got so much better. I had a really bad acne, not only in my teenager ages, but also when I was 20. It was obviously the dairy products, and now that I ditched them, my skin got so much better, because the secret about skin, are you ready? It's much more important what you put in your body, so what you eat, than what you put on your body, because your organs, they detoxify, and if you get so much junk in your system, your liver and your kidneys can't handle that, so they use your skin as the organ, because your skin is an organ, and get rid of all these toxins through spots, pimples and so on. So if you don't toxify your body so much, your liver and kidney can easily handle it, and you won't have these breakouts and actually have a good skin, because if you eat healthy foods like fruits and vegetables, then your skin becomes moisturized and soft and glowy. So put in all these whole foods in your body. That is the most important thing. And secondly, don't smoke, don't stress, avoid too much pollution. Of course, this is my biggest problem here, living in Berlin in a polluted city, but this is much less important than what you put in your body. Of course, being in nature, surrounding yourself with nature, with fresh air, that is ideal, but start off with what you're putting in your body, because that is what you can control 100%. I don't think that you're forced fed somewhere. Hopefully not. Even in the prison often you have the choice, you don't watch this if you're in the prison, and if so, ask for vegan foods. Freedom is your birthright and they cannot force you to eat animal product if you don't want. I hope so. What do you think of alcohol? Do you consume it and how does it fit into a healthy life and fitness? I have to admit I'm a heavy alcoholic. No, just kidding! I don't drink alcohol because I don't like the taste. It's like, it's so bitter, and especially like vodka and high percentages alcohol. Oh, it tastes so disgusting for me. I have to drink like this, but I don't have to, so I don't drink it, and I don't like the feeling of getting drunk. I become a stupid person and I'm not so, not so in this Jedi mode, not so in balance, and that is not a feeling I like. I love this yoga state when I have control over my body and not like how good it works, and when you get drunk you're like, oh, all your senses get slowed down. I don't like that, and the hangover then, and that's not good for building muscle because you're drinking alcohol and it's a poison, and your body immediately wants to get rid of the poison. And if you went to the gym this day and then you drink alcohol, your body immediately stops all the healing process for your muscle and go to this toxin and try to get rid of it. So this gym session was almost pointless because your body don't recover from it, because it uses all the energy to get rid of this poisonous beverage you drank, alcohol. But everything in moderation. If you like alcohol, feel free to drink it once in a while. Just don't overdo it and have a conscious relationship to it. Like, oh, you really enjoy wine, or this evening a good glass of wine, but don't overdo it. Just enjoy the little one. It's like with chocolate. Have a piece of chocolate and it makes you satisfied, but don't have 2 boxes of chocolate. Just, if you like it, then go for moderation. But who am I to tell you what to do? Freedom is your birthright. Go drunk, go wasted, do what you want. I don't like the taste of alcohol and the feeling and what it does to my body, so I don't drink it. What do you recommend you eat before going to run? I always lack stamina in the morning, even after a good night of sleep. I would recommend more drinking something rather than eating something. Drinking something with caffeine in it. If you like coffee, then drink a cup of coffee, but my go-tos are green tea, matcha and yerba mate. These are all natural blends with caffeine in it, and they just boost your energy level, because when you eat something like complex carbohydrates, it takes some hours until you get the energy back. It just lays in your stomach for the first half hour to hour. So if you want to do sports right in the morning, I would drink something with caffeine, like a cup of green tea, a cup of coffee, or yerba mate, matcha, something with caffeine, and you get the immediately boost of energy. But if you want to really eat something, then I recommend fruits, because they digest really fast, about 20 to 30 minutes. So I would pick dates, a banana or apple, watermelon. Just pick something that is in season and go for fruits, because other complex carbs like oats and stuff, they really only lay in your stomach and you get the energy after hours. So what is good to eat a lot of complex carbohydrates in the evening before you go to bed, and then you can really digest them overnight and they kick in the morning. You drink a cup of green tea and you go to the gym and you bash it, and after the gym you have a big post-workout and then you feel amazing. That's just how I do it. I have 2 questions actually. Have you always been vegan? No, I wish I had. So many animals died because of my unconscious decisions and I feel really bad for it. That's why I make up for it through social media, reaching thousands of people for compassionate message. And I'm vegan for only 4 years, so before that I was a heavy animal product eater. I hadn't had a clue. If you would told me like, oh, all what is behind slaughterhouses, the suffering of animals, how unhealthy it is and what it does to the planet we all share, I would go vegan immediately. But I just didn't know our society does such a good job to hide all these facts, what's going on in slaughterhouses and the impact of animal agriculture. So we are clueless. All people, I believe, all people are deep down compassion. And if you just show them, give them the facts, make up their own mind, then they all would make more conscious choices. But most people are unaware of, and I hate our system that it's not showing the truth. Just show people. Don't force them anything, just let them make their own mind. But if they don't know it, how can they make other choices? So that's my job, that's what I'm doing here. And second question is, how do you deal with partner that is not vegan and is a meat eater? I dab him and dab. That is a really great question, thank you. When I met Scorpion Mind, or Tanya, that's her real name, she wasn't vegan as well, but I liked her and I just knew she doesn't know. So I didn't preach, oh, you have to do it. I just gave her all the information. I opened her eyes. We watched documentaries like What the Health, Cowspiracy, Earthling, and great speeches like from Gary Rofsky. And she asked me questions, I answered them and gave her great resources. And she went on her own journey. And soon, after a month, I think, she was completely vegan and also wrote her bachelor thesis about it because she got the information. And as I said, everyone deep down is compassionate, and you just have to show them. Don't preach. Just instead of watching a silly movie on Netflix, watch a documentary, watch a speech, watch some informative videos, inform yourself, because if people have the information, let them make up their own mind and the compassion comes out. So I think everyone is a compassionate vegan down there. It's not yet released, so try to release it in your loved ones, and that is really a warrior task. So many people are so grateful that I gave them the information and they make so much smarter decisions. I get so great messages every day, and that makes me feel like a compassionate warrior, and that is my task. And if some people are just not ready yet, then let them be not ready, let them, we are here to experience, and some want to have low conscious experience, don't give a fuck, let them do this. But if you love one and you show them the information and they don't change, then accept that and just do your thing. And if I would meet a girl, she's a meat eater, I gave her all the information and I really like her, but she wouldn't accept that, then I would accept that, but my feelings would vanish, I think, because that is such an important topic for me, and I could not live with a meat eater over time for a relationship, because all the day-to-day things, we're sharing the same fridge and she has animal products and I know all the cruelty behind her and I showed her and she just doesn't give a fuck. That's too important for me to ignore that. So I would just say, hey, go on your own way. Freedom is your birthright. This message is so important for me and I made it my life mission to spread it, and I just not can see the cruelty you're putting in your body, what you're doing to your body, and hey, peace. And now we go separate ways, but we still like each other, but we just do our own thing, and I'm sure we will come back one day together and your compassionate comes out more, because a lot of people, they just take more time. I had so many cases where they made so much fun of me what I'm doing and I didn't hear from them for years, and then they suddenly want to eat more plants, want to eat more conscious. So just give them the information, but then let them go on their own journey, because as I said, everyone takes more or less time, and don't force anyone to this lifestyle. Just be a good example. That's what I discovered. I started veganism and I was so preachy and no one listened to me. So hey, okay, I'm gonna build a lot of muscle. I'm this weak human being right now. I'm gonna be fucking strong, the strongest guy in the gym. I'm gonna be big and I show the world. And I'm not coming to them, they come to me. They come on my page, they see me wearing a vegan strength shirt. Hey, are you vegan? Do you have some tips for me? Or how do you build muscle? Stuff like that. They come to me because I radiate this energy and I just became an example. And when people come to you, they're much more open-minded when you come to them and try to teach them a lesson. Just be who you are, try to be a good example and really live it, Don't say, yeah, you can build muscle as a vegan. Veganism is so healthy. Be healthy, build muscle, thrive on plants. You glow, you radiate this positivity, and then they come to you. Don't just talk the walk the walk. That has a much bigger impact on the movement. So I hope you liked the first question. Sorry for these long answers. The next Q&A, I try to answer them quicker. So now, what you've been all waiting for. Try to remove this black spot mask. Can you see all this stuff that came out of my nose? It's so soft now. But I make a whole entire video where I put this mask on my entire face with Scorpion Mind, and I will let you know how I like this and if it's worthy or not. So thanks for watching. The softbox is flashing me, so have a nice evening or day, midday, morning, whenever you watch this, and I see you in the next Q&A. Peace.